You're not drinking that, are you?
That's.
It's just a prop. You're not supposed to drink it.
I'm feeling funny now.
I'll
I
bet.
shouldn't have eaten that.
I don't know what Jeremy put in that.
Damn. Jerry, what's in that? Anything? You're drinking it.
Well, I was curious now because you drank it. So
I think it
Now
might
we
have some
both had some.
psychoactive properties.
there might be.
I think the popcorn might have some psychoactive
So,
properties.
Once again, welcome to the back row. It's kind of tough going here on Stickcam. Sometimes everything doesn't work out exactly as it should, but we try our best, and we hope that you appreciate it. I know I do. I appreciate everything you do for the show.
Thank you. I appreciate everything you do.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I appreciate our
That's
audience.
odd. Later on in the show, we're gonna be showing you guys a trailer, or I guess it's not really a trailer so much as it is a clip. It seemed more like it was a clip and a trailer, really.
It seemed like it was more like several movies, and
So we're gonna be showing you 8 trailers,
it will seem like one.
all with the same title. This is what we're gonna do. Film made by Adam Pitzler. We're gonna be showing that to you at our I don't know what we just call it the commercial
Our
break,
our
or
commercial break, our intermission.
our-
A movie has an intermission sometimes.
yeah, what do they call it in baseball? The 7th-inning stretch? Is that what it is? Let's call it that. That sounds cooler.
The 7th-inning stretch.
7th-inning stretch will play.
You will see
the
multiple
preview
trailers.
for Man Out, which apparently they have a website. I was told they have a website, but really what it is a MySpace page, which is different. I mean, it's on the web. It is a series of pages,
Yes.
but it's not really a website like
Like in the
it's
back
like
row.
StopTheRemake.com
Like Stop the Remake.
or in the back row. But yes, it's a MySpace page. So if you go to myspace.com, I could spell MySpace for you, but if you can't, you probably shouldn't go there. So it's myspace.com/manoutshow. You should write it down. Don't go there now because you're watching the show.
Because you'll see the trailer later.
Yeah, you'll see it later. I mean, I don't even think they have it on MySpace.
It will change
It's
your
really
life.
long.
It will change your life.
In fact, I'm still trying to download it myself right now, and hopefully it's not messing with the stream, because yeah, apparently it's longer than I thought it was. And actually, I didn't get permission to show it until about 25 minutes ago. So yeah, it's just one of those things that happens when you're doing fantastic live webcasts from the heart of Spokane.
This is what live. This is live. That's what it's all about.
This is live. It's true.
Anything could happen right now.
Absolutely
Anything at all.
anything could happen. Matt could spontaneously combust, or just start flipping out, take over the show, grab the laptop, and just start surfing MySpace for Emo Poon
It could
at any
happen.
second.
It could happen. You know, I do love the emo poon.
I thought I was the only one who did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, I'm not alone.
Yeah, the cutters, those chicks are easy targets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do they have all that
they're-
emotional
'cause they're-
baggage?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Lots of daddy issues.
Yeah, you gotta go for right for those. I mean, don't think you're gonna get any long-term relationship out of it.
No.
The Lord knows I've tried, but wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be talking about movies?
Yes. Incidentally, you mentioned the website before.
What website is that?
StopTheRemake.com, which is the website that me and my
Is that on the
associate-
World Wide Web?
It is on the World Wide Interweb.
Interweb?
Interweb.
Is that just a name that you give it because you don't know the difference between the internet and the web?
It is a web
That's a
of
yes.
information of some kind. Me and my associate Tony set up a site to prevent the Rocky Horror Picture Show remake, which MTV is planning,
Get Out. When did you do that?
about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And
Really?
now we are currently.
I should have you as a guest on my show.
You have had me
Have
3
I?
times.
Wow.
Wait, I just said Doc had me 3 times.
Yeah, you totally did. That was hot. Anyone else out there think that was
This
hot?
is not. No.
It's good television.
I mean, Doc didn't have me 3 times. Not in a biblical
You know
sense.
what? it's probably easy for a viewing audience to eat popcorn while watching us, but I'll tell you what, it's really hard to eat popcorn and then try to talk at the same time.
It is.
But I'm still doing
kernels could pop out of your mouth and
They could.
things.
But yeah,
Like
this
that.
this stream is so shaky. I seriously doubt anyone would catch that. I mean, you have corn in your teeth. No one said anything. So.
Hard. Okay, so apparently, last week, our local rag, The Inlander, wrote an article about our site. And they didn't contact me or my associate Tony or anybody related to the website.
They didn't contact any of his people.
Any of my people. I have people, Inlander. Contact them.
So you actually picked up this issue, didn't you?
I did.
This issue of the Inlander right here. He had it in hand, and how did you end up parting with it before you'd read it?
I actually went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show last Saturday, and I used
Really? So you're not just collecting email addresses.
No,
You're actually an actual fan of the show.
I have no agenda or motivation.
There's no. Oh, you're still sticking with that story?
Yes, I am.
Good. So yeah, so he had one of these.
However,
He
Keanu
goes-
Reeves.
He goes to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but you know, there's a scene where it's raining and you know, people hold newspapers over their head. You know, people like me who don't have any hair, we don't do that because there's nothing up there that's going to get wet. But people like him do. And so then after it was all moistened up, you discarded it
Yeah, and I
in
didn't
the
get
theater
a
like
chance
so many
to
people
know.
do with their debris.
I did not get a chance to know that the Inlander had wrote an article referencing our site.
And your name too.
Yeah, and mine and Tony's name.
They abbreviated it. We call you Matt Behind the Rant, and they just called you Matt.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And yeah, and we went to
He
the
has a
Garland.
last name and a mother and father, but I never met him, so I guess I don't really know.
I was a clone. I was produced in a test tube.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the early 80s test tube
That explains
babies.
why you look so much like Keanu Reeves.
No. Because as we all know, Keanu Reeves is a robot.
.com.
.com. Watch for it coming soon. Keanu Reeves is a robot.com. The site is already there. We haven't put any information up yet, but there will be some soon.
Dr. Weir,
Went to the Garland.
did he?
That's our local cinema, which
He
shows.
knows that.
Well, at this point, I mean, really, in Spokane,
Hello, doctor.
there are no small theaters anymore, or hardly any, since the Magic Lantern closed its doors.
There are no small cinemas, only small audiences.
Only to, I mean, possibly going to open in November, December now, would they keep pushing it back? There's no home for independent cinema in this
This isn't
town.
bad. I should have made way more of this.
I would be eating more of it if it was the caramel. I like the caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
But there's no home for independent cinema here in Spokane.
There isn't? Well,
And-
I guess that's true. Actually, I don't think there's any home for any live entertainment in Spokane. I just heard that one of our live theaters is closed down. Actors Repertory Theater, I understand, is no more now. And that's
Yeah.
sad.
Who will support the arts in this small town of ours?
I will do it
One
single-handed.
man to prevent the death of the arts in
No,
Spokane.
I was just going back to the whole glory thing again.
Oh.
If this man should fall, who will pick up the flag and carry on?
will. A centaur will.
The centaur.
In case none of you are aware, Fox is in production right now of a Civil War epic starring the
You
robotic
can't
Keanu
lie to
Reeves.
them. Don't lie to them.
Why not? I'm the.
Well,
We should pitch it to Fox
the-
Studios.
the truth is that Matt and myself are hoping to generate enough internet hype to make Fox Pictures believe that making a film about the Civil War with unicorns and centaurs would be a much better idea than remaking the Rocky Horror Picture Show or selling the rights to it to
Right.
MTV to do. So we have a poster for Horns of Fury. If you're interested, don't look at it now, because then you're not going to be watching us, and that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. We got you for 2 hours, right here. So don't look at it now, but after the show, like, oh, well, you know, the show's
Google
over.
Horns of Fury.
What do I do? What?
Later, Google Horns of Fury.
Google it?
Google
What will
it.
they find?
You'll find a poster with unicorns and Civil War people.
And Civil War people. Or you can just, thanks for that, yeah. Yeah, please go to Google. Or you could just go to,
Whatever
my
you're
Stickam
searching.
page and look at it there, which would actually keep you in
Oh.
the back row realm, unlike going to Google, Will.
All right, don't go. Don't. Yeah, he's starting.
Don't go to Google.
He's trying-
Google sucks. Use Metacrawler. I mean, find something unique. Google, everybody goes to. Wait a minute. I have their advertising on
still
my
do
website. No,
Yahoo?
forget what I said. Go to my website
Do
and
people
click
still
on
do
some of those ads. Those wonderful Google. Some of them are actually pertinent. Now I mentioned a chandelier on my homepage, so all the advertising I get on my homepage is about interior lighting, which is weird. But if you go to any of the other pages, there's actually some relevant ads. So feel free to jump around and check out some of the other pages.
I'd actually like to say that along with my popcorn this evening, I'm enjoying Reese's peanut butter cups.
Did you say Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yes, I did. Reese's.
Wait, those
peanut
aren't
butter
Reese's.
cups.
Those aren't cups. Those are squares.
Reese's peanut butter squares.
It's not the
E.T.
same.
enjoyed them, and so do I.
He did not. He enjoyed Reese's Pieces,
Well, if you want to.
and so did Elliot.
It was a chocolate and peanut butter.
And I
confection.
actually think the whole cast. Spielberg even had a thing for him. They were all the rage in the early '80s. Pac-Man and Reese's Pieces. But that
It
I
was
don't
a-
know what the hell that
a
crap
chocolate
is.
and
It's square. It's unnatural.
butter confection.
Anyone can make a square filled with peanut butter, but a cup, that is a major candy achievement. What you have there is,
This, well,
it's a disgrace.
it's a Reese's Pieces in square form, if you will. Try one, you might like it.
I can't have them.
Reese's peanut butter.
They're not cups. Where does it say
Reese's
cups?
peanut butter squares.
What is it? Why don't you just read the label? Milk chocolate, Reese's. So, it's not. Wait a minute. Well, the way this is spelled out, it makes it sound like it belongs to him. You should probably check with him before you open it.
Oh yeah.
Filled
he's got
with
the
Reese's
apostrophe
peanut
there.
butter. It's filled with Reese's peanut butter, but nowhere on it does it say it's a cup or a cube. It doesn't say anything. It's a bar, is what it is. It's like a big, delicious
Right.
candy bar filled with
That's
peanut
true.
butter, which
It-
does look good actually.
You may partake of one if you like.
All right. Why don't you talk to the people? I'll be right back.
So I saw a movie the other night, In Bruges. I don't know if anybody likes that. Brujes, In Bruges. Yeah. Rented it off the Netflix. Very good movie. Kind of
I didn't have the heart to open it without you.
Oh.
I thought about it though.
Sign the Reese's.
Sign the Reese's.
I'll open it up. I'm gonna open it on an air.
Doctor
This is live television.
We don't do that kind of crap here. It's totally different show. Actually, we may sign something. You never know.
Really?
We don't have a phone though.
Well, I wanted to tell you that I brought you.
I mean, I have a phone, but it's not exactly a number I want to give out to Stickam.
I-
What do you have
I wanted
there?
to tell you that I brought you back your Space Hunter.
My
Beyond-
Space Hunter?
Beyond the Forbidden Zone video. Molly Ringwald is like 16 in this, but I think she takes her top off. It's a very unusual movie.
You think she does? Or did you watch it?
There's a lake scene. No, actually,
There's a lake scene? I didn't know there
I
was.
wanted to bring
It's
it
been a
back
while
to
since
tell
I've
you.
seen it.
that I have not watched it all the way through yet.
If there's one thing hotter than redheads, it's 16-year-old redheads exposing their breasts
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry.
in major motion pictures. Not like out on the street or anything, or in the confines of any private space, but
It's kind of like a Mad Max, but like on another planet.
I'm overwhelmed with the feeling I should not have said that for some reason. Are you getting that at all?
Yes.
Are you getting that? Yeah, okay. So it's not just me then.
But I actually brought that back because I need to re-borrow it because I didn't watch it all again. But
It's Molly Ringwald. She's French. I think they have different laws there anyway, so technically what I said isn't that bad.
what
I'm
I
hoping.
yes, what I brought you instead, but that's kind of like a Mad Max, but like, you know, they're these giant vehicles and they drive around in them, and there's there's like a Star Wars element to
You
it.
didn't bring me the Transformers, did you, Matt?
No, I didn't. I actually brought you some of my own VHS because I do own some. It's child of the '80s and everything. Angel Heart with Robert De Niro. Have you ever seen Angel Heart?
No, never.
Really?
Yeah,
You
really.
probably did see Angel Heart. This is the regard, like, this is,
Angel Heart, by the way, is one of the few movies that that proves two things.
oh God.
Two things. First,
Dr.
If
Weird
you
Angel
can-
Heart is in my tops too.
if you can get somebody from the Cosby Show to take their top off in your film, you've got cinema gold. Second, nobody looks more badass eating an egg than Robert De Niro does. If you haven't seen Angel Heart, I highly recommend it. You might even think Mickey Rourke is attractive, but I doubt it. Next.
I don't
What
think
else
Mickey
did you
Rourke is
read?
attractive, but the Cosby check is okay.
I'm sure the
All
kid
right,
was fine. He
the
looked
other
really
movie?
concerned about it.
Dead Ringers. And if you look closely, purchased from Value Village for $2.99.
$2.99 at Value Village. Can you see that? Everyone see that? It doesn't matter if you can see it or not. Clubignition.org. This guy is everywhere. He loves that club.
Mm.
Is he still? He's not. No. He comes and goes at will. Oh wait, no. No, he doesn't. SWX. Yep.
Hey, dude.
Yep.
Kick him out, Joe. Get rid of this man.
Bye.
Sorry about that, folks.
Actually, he is actually unstoppable. It
Does say that. It does say that.
No, it's not that it does say that, but I booted him 3 times last night and he still came back. So
Maybe he is indeed unstoppable.
no, I think he might be unstoppable,
All right, so Dead Ringers.
which is bad for me. The sad thing is none of the people who are actually moderators for me are in there. Oh wait, see, there's one lurker. How much you want to bet it's him? He's going to come back. He's going to make a comeback.
Well, we don't know that.
You know, it's
Wait to
funny
see if
because
he-
I mean, he's probably got some mad computer skills. You know, if he can keep coming back like that, like a zombie. Maybe
Yeah.
we've got to behead him. Is that what you do to zombies? Behead them?
Shoot them in the brains, I believe.
Shoot him in the brain.
Must
So
destroy the brain.
I think the only way we can get rid of him is to shoot him in the brain.
Yes,
Huh.
if you want to live.
So, you know, I've got
Shoot
some
him in
pretty
the
mad
brains.
hacking skills too, and since it's a .org, you're probably going to give me your address if I do a who is search, and I can pretty much pop your zombie ass dead as a fucking doornail. So I hope you're lurking out there and you heard that, pal.
All right, so those who just joined us, because I see some did, in trade for
You can't
watching
even see the title.
another week of Space Hunter.
Can I peel this off?
No, I like that. I
You
like,
like-
it's
what?
a badge
I
that
can
I've
put
gotten.
that. I can put that back right there. It's
I
fine.
let him borrow Angel
Dead
Heart,
Ringers.
which with Mickey Rourke in it, and we discussed that. And I have Dead Ringers with David Cronenberg directing.
Okay, now this
He's
is a
back again.
perfect
He is indeed unstoppable.
yawn. Is that all you got?
I don't know.
So, no, this is probably one of those movies. It's a perfect example of the sort of movie that I would tell someone, no, I haven't seen that. And then we could play it, and inside of 5 minutes, they'd be like, you know what? No, I have seen it.
Really?
Yeah. So, SWX, you still there?
He's biding his time. Well, you learned to spell first, SWX, but
Just go to his site.
anywho, so are you a David Cronenberg fan? Do you enjoy any of his movies?
I only spam the Stickcam whores. Who are the Stickcam whores?
You
Is
consider
it-
yourself a Stickcam?
I guess it's us.
Stickcam.
I don't think we're technically Stickcam whores because oh wait, he's gone. Yeah, I know. He was in the UFO Phil show last night too, and he kept coming back. So we assume he's a zombie, and he needs to be beheaded. I'm sure he'll be back because apparently he's mastered the wonders that is a Stickam. So we should be seeing him again. But
No doubt.
I'm just I'm very curious now as to what he means by Stickam horrors, because my show live, to me, that guy's a Stickam horror. Bong TV, Stickam horror. UFO Phil and my show, we're not whores. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will sleep with almost anyone who's female, but that doesn't make me a whore. Does it? They're not paying me.
Yeah, I think you're in the safe zone.
Jennifer Connelly's way more of a whore than I am.
Definitely. Lindsay Lohan, whore.
I hope so.
Dirty whore, for sure.
Don't say it like that, okay? Because I'm gonna have to leave you by yourself for a while.
Dirty whore likes to get
Stop it! Stop it!
slapped
God
hard.
damn it!
So Doc will return. He's masturbating. In Bruges, really great movie. See it? I saw that. I like that movie. It was good stuff. Trying to think of any of the other movies I've seen recently. Oh, Funny Games. Interesting French thriller. You might like it. I wasn't so keen on it. Have I seen Wreck? No, I really want to see that, especially since Hollywood is trying to do like their own version of it soon. And I'm kind of frustrated by that.
I feel way better now.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it great? You can't smoke on TV, but on the interweb, live interweb, smoke all you want.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't even think I'm supposed to smoke down here at all, but I'm doing it anyway. Because no one else ever comes in here but
Has
us.
Phil put in any filters or anything like that yet? I mean, this is not.
No, we have a series of vents.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just a big network of vents.
Wreck is amazing. I saw a trailer, and I'm not sure if it's the same concept, but there is a trailer coming out for a movie, which is a zombie movie, and they're using videotape, and it's not that, the Romero one. There's another one. It's not Wreck either, so I think they might have already put it through and not called it Wreck. But REC is I think it's a Spanish film where they did a zombie movie, and it's all it's recording. It's like people's video. What
Oh
about
my
Blair
god, what
Witch?
have I started? You're actually talking about zombie movies now?
Blair Witch kind of deal, but not not like that. Better, if you will. Because
Better than that.
I thought Blair Witch kind of sucked, but that's just me.
He's yawning again.
Yeah, I didn't like Cloverfield either. I don't know. It was shaky. It didn't really have a point to me. And it took a long ass time to get to the any action of the monster. You had to sit through like an hour of I don't know, these hipster wannabe people chatting it up about how successful they were. It was kind of like an Abercrombie and Fitch ad that turned into a monster movie. It was very frustrating. I hated it. But yeah, I didn't like it. But that's okay. If you like Cloverfield, that's fine. And if you like Blair Witch, that's fine. I mean, the only good part of Blair Witch, I think, was when they finally went down to the basement and the guys in the corner. That scared the pants off me.
So
The rest of the movie, not so much.
So I don't have to put on my cigarette. I don't think Phil just entered the room, so I don't think he'd appreciate me smoking in his screening room.
Oh.
I got caught. I got caught. I got suspended for that once.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I figured it was early enough in the morning, no one was going to care if I was smoking in there, but apparently they did. And it was and I got suspended by the one manager who smoked too, which I thought was kind of hypocritical.
It's kind of balls. What's that about?
Yeah, he was Filipino though, and a homosexual. He was weird guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he ate dogs, and I think he ate anything really. I mean, he admitted it.
Right.
I'm not, I'm not trying to, classify an entire, race of people or anything.
Gray
He
says,
said
can
that
you
he
turn
did.
your volume up, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
No. No. Okay, I can do it.
So you don't like the zombie movies? Or does that...
No, because I don't like the zombie movies because everyone's on the zombie thing lately.
Yeah, it's getting
it was
overdone.
it was the vampire thing, and now they seem to be transitioning into the whole zombie thing, and I'm just not into it. I mean, I could watch a good zombie film. Shaun of the Dead was good.
Shaun of the Dead was very cool.
But yeah, I'm just not into the whole.
Did you see Fido?
No.
You should rent Fido.
I should rent it?
Yes.
Oh.
Rent Fido.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's kind of like this, like, if the zombie kind of apocalypse happened in the 50s,
Uh-huh.
and then, are we getting feedback? You're like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
If,
feeling it. Relax. Keep talking.
if the zombie apocalypse happened in the 50s and the world didn't move on, and they kind of create laws around them, and you kind of keep them as household pets or servants, it's great. And this one kid decides to name his Fido, and he takes him out. It's a comedy. It has blood and gore. It's a great. It's like, if you like Shaun of the Dead, you like Fido. It's that good.
It's that good.
Just watch the trailer after the show is over. Go to YouTube and watch the trailer for Fido. If you don't laugh, then then the movie's not for you. But if you do, then you'll like it a lot.
Oh, good.
It's like if Leave It to Beaver had zombies in it. It's that good. And Mrs.
That
Cleaver,
does sound.
Mrs.
See,
Cleaver
you weren't
starts
really
to-
selling it to me before that, but
Yeah.
now I'm sold on it. Now I have
And
to
then
see
Mrs.
it.
Cleaver starts to get like a strange relationship with the pet zombie. It's a good movie. It's really fucking good.
I thought you were trying to keep it clean.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you weren't going to go, down the emo poon road, and you weren't gonna curse. But here
Billy
you are.
Connolly's in it. Thumbs up. Excellent. Fido was great.
Way to change subject, Mr. Dirty Mouth.
I am going to keep it clean for the rest of the night.
So, there was wasn't there something you asked me earlier today, like some movie I'd seen, but I told you I didn't want to see it because it had like water in it or something.
Waterworld? I don't blame you for not wanting to see Waterworld.
No, what was the movie you were telling me about?
The
The House of Shadows and Fog, was that it?
House of Sand and Fog.
Sand and Fog. Are you sure it was Sand and Fog?
The director from House of Sand and Fog is going to.
This is why I don't see him, because it gets too confusing.
Is it a House of Sand or is it a House of Fog?
Yeah, I don't know. But basically, I made up a rule, because there's so many movies, you have to make up rules, because it's impossible to see absolutely everything that came out. So you got to make up little rules.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently there's someone at the door.
It's a hatch, Doc.
Stand by.
Thank God.
Space people.
Whoa, it's crazy out there. We brought you guys a gift.
We got pizza, apparently.
No, it's way better than pizza.
What?
It's Poon Pizza. It's
Poon
Poon
Pizza.
Pizza.
Holy cow.
And it says emo Poon.
It does. It
Hot,
does.
it's hot and ready.
Poon.
Hot and ready to poon. And hot and ready poon.
It says it right. It's
Welcome
written
down
really
to the-
shiny.
To the hatch,
But
ladies.
I don't know if you
Thanks.
can see that. You can't really see it. It's way too shiny. But trust me, down at the bottom it does say in very shiny lettering, hot and ready poon. And if there's one thing I really enjoy is hot and ready poon, especially from Little Caesars, because that's close enough to Greece for me. Thank you,
You're welcome, guys.
strange and mysterious visitor.
And in keeping with the movie theme, since you were discussing it last week.
Oh,
Wow.
the adventure begins.
That's right, cameraman Jeremy. Nemo Williams, the adventure begins.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, can take advantage of the Statue of Liberty getting a facelift like Orion Pictures. And then pretty much the only thing Orion Pictures has done for you is give you this right here. RoboCop, Silence of the Lambs, and that was it. They didn't give you anything else. Nothing else came from them, which is why they don't exist anymore. But thank you very much.
But,
Wow, I'm
RoboCop,
stocking up here. I've got Remo Williams. Dead Ringers, bought at Value Village for $2.99. You can see the title right there. And, well, this is my movie. That's I thought you
remember,
brought two.
There's
or three.
Angel Heart, but you decided to like.
I
toss
threw
it.
Angel Heart. I offed him because I had seen. I know I've seen that one because I saw it multiple times because, well, I enjoy watching bearded men eat eggs. Frankly, I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Robert De Niro.
As much as I enjoy Hot and Ready, boom.
Alright, you boys
It's
enjoyed
quite
that.
good.
Thank you.
Here, it's dangerous out there.
Oh, how will I be able to leave the?
We're
the
just gonna
hatch?
hold our breath. You guys have a good night though.
Thank you.
Thanks. Would you like a piece of
Oh, I'm.
hot food? Well, you know, it's actually lukewarm food, which is more what I'm used to.
You got something up there.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Oh, it's quite
Wait,
good.
if anything falls out of my mouth, will you just automatically eat it?
That thing's stuck.
That's awesome. What do they call that? I think there's a name for
I
that.
think it's a fetish for that, but we're not gonna go there right now.
Wow, at some point we're gonna get around to talking about movies. I swear to God. You know what I didn't do?
What's that?
While you were chatting up with the cameraman, you know, I was telling you guys, hey, shut up, I'm trying to do this thing, I need to concentrate and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, kind of forgot to do the recording thing.
Oh.
So that sucks.
Rats.
So, yeah. You know, in the future when I say, hey, you know, shut up.
Salacious Crumb. That's right. That was the name of the little monster in Star Wars who picked up all the stuff off the ground.
We eat a lot on this show. It seems like.
Yeah, that's okay.
Actually, you know what? I eat a lot on whatever show I'm on. Constantly people are bringing us food. It's bizarre. I don't know what's up with that. People mysteriously show up and bring Chinese food and pizza. It's a little unnerving, but
The hatch
I
needs
love it.
security. That's what it needs, is security.
you know, there's an electric fence and somehow people just manage to wander in and out at
Are
will.
they digging under the fence, you think?
I don't know, there's nothing over here that great. Really, I mean, I live here, I would know. But apparently people do it. You know, if they were digging a tunnel, it probably wouldn't be to smuggle stuff in, it would be to smuggle stuff out, I would think.
Probably.
Because, you know, we got some stuff we're working on. I don't
Top
like to
secret.
talk about it, yeah. We
Yeah.
don't talk about it, but.
Zip. We could tell you, but we'd have to kill you. Name that movie.
Name those 17 movies.
No, what was the infamous movie?
I don't know.
There was airplanes in it.
There was airplanes in it?
They came out in the 80s.
Airplane?
No, Tom Cruise was in it too.
It wasn't from Top Gun.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was.
Why do you continue to fucking swear, jackass?
I'm sorry.
Watch your goddamn mouth!
Alright, well, in Tom
What the
Gun,
fuck is wrong with you?
He keeps telling
it's a clean
me-
show, damn
he was
it!
telling the girl who later on...
Hey, drop something, you wanna fucking eat it?
The girl who later on in real life became lesbian.
Okay, I'll
He
get
keeps
it.
telling her through the whole movie, I could tell you.
Oh,
but
that
I
was
have to
not
kill
what
you."
I dropped, that's nasty. Oh! I work at a movie theater, you think I'd know better than to eat stuff I found on the floor?
That's not good.
No.
No, don't eat anything off the floor.
Still.
So yeah, they're planning a Poltergeist remake, and they're actually gonna use the director of House and Sand and Fog. He was getting kicked around for a while. He's like a independent director, I guess.
Oh, that's what we were talking about before we were bombarded with food. Yeah, so I made a rule so that I can exclude certain films. Originally, I think my rule started out with it was Brad Pitt. I wouldn't say anything with Brad Pitt in it. But then I saw Fight Club and I decided that was a stupid rule. So now my rule is I won't watch a movie that has a landmass, body of water, or structure's name involved in the title. So House of Sand and Fog, it's got a weather pattern, sand, and a house. So I'm
Nice.
definitely not seeing that. The
Good,
Man from Snowy River, snow. There's a weather condition. There's talks about a house on Haunted Hill. There's a house. There's a hill. Don't see it.
Good
So pretty much
thinking.
I avoid all of those. And you know, surprisingly enough, there was actually I think one year I think it was I want to say it was 2004, 2005, where there was only actually 3 movies that I could watch. So that made it quite easy for me. So try to reserve yourself and make up some rules. They don't have to make sense, but you should make up some rules so that you don't feel that you have to see everything.
Like, I don't see any movies with Keanu Reeves in them.
Yeah, you do.
Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore, but you've seen them.
I've seen them. I know better now.
You know better than what?
I know better now that I know where he's coming from.
What's the last Keanu Reeves movie that you've seen? It's hard to eat while you're talking.
Maybe the last Matrix movie, and that was just,
The last one?
yeah.
So you saw all 3.
Yeah, but I got increasingly disappointed.
I'm pretty sure that was the last movie he was in, so what you're telling me is you've actually seen all of them, right?
I feel so ashamed.
You come on my show, you curse like a sailor, you
Oh,
eat
God.
crap off the floor,
What am I doing?
and then you're watching Keanu Reeves film on the sly.
Yes.
Can you be trusted at all?
No. I don't know what to do.
Have I totally broken your spirit?
Yes.
Well, folks, we're just minutes away from watching the Adam Pintzler.
The epic trailer.
It's not a. I don't know if it's a trailer. I think it's a trailer and a clip combined. Is what it seems like. But it also seems like it's 8 different films as well. It's bizarre, and you have to see it. You have to. You don't really have a choice because we're going to expect you to all be here when we get back from our little break,
Right.
and we're going to show it. Hopefully, it's finished downloading
Wait,
by now.
do you have a favorite Stallone movie?
Yes,
What's
I
your
do.
favorite Stallone movie?
Oscar.
I never saw Oscar. Rocky was okay. I like Rocky. First one was funny.
Well, yeah, Rocky's good, but really, if I had to pick a favorite, because that's the only one where he really, wasn't playing Rocky.
Demolition Man was alright.
What? Isn't that the one with who's in that with him? The woman?
He's fighting
Blonde chick?
Wesley Snipes in that movie. And the only reason
No.
that movie was funny is because there's a lot of really
Who? No.
good social
Okay, Wesley Snipes
satire.
is not a woman. I specifically asked who the woman was, and he said Wesley Snipes. Okay, was it Tu Wong Fu? What fucking film are you talking about?
I
Who
don't
was
know.
the woman in Demolition Man?
I don't
Anyone?
know.
Sandra
Sandra Bullock.
Bullock?
Yeah, he's right. Thank you, cameraman. Sandra Bullock was in
Okay, what was the one that he did with Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone and him was in the movie together?
Ha ha ha.
Anybody on IDMB right now?
Wow, this crust sucks. You know what? You can only eat hot emo food so long. And once you get down, once it's all crusty, wow, you can't eat it anymore. Yeah,
Was Sylvester Stallone and Sharon Stone in a movie together?
yes.
Okay, do you know anything about the
That's the
plot?
only reason why I'm.
Any plot details? Good job.
Well, he was like
remembering
some sort of explosives expert or something, and she was like wanting
Oh,
to hire him to like.
God, I remember
blow
the
up.
commercial for this, but I didn't see it. No, I had no
Okay,
desire
well,
to see
what we're gonna play now is a trailer to you, but that was a commercial.
it. Trailer. Well, no, I remember. I didn't even see the
For the
trailer. for that.
preview, let's call it a preview.
I saw a commercial for it on television.
Gotcha.
And they had Sylvester Stallone say something, and I think Gene Hackman might have been involved. That he says like, "If I wanted to, I could put a bomb inside of your oyster right now." And I thought that was the dumbest line I've ever seen in a commercial. And they're
I'm
eating-
Sure it was.
they're eating
But the
food.
only reason I want to talk about it is because she's really tall and he's really short, and there's this scene where they're walking down a pier together, and he has this little special ramp that
Really?
he has to walk on, so that they
That's
look like
awesome.
they're the same height. So yeah.
I did that for a long time.
Stories about short actors are
Tom
hysterical.
Cruise.
I don't know if you guys, or I don't know, there used to be like, back when there was like, Planet Hollywood, you could go in there and like see like, all the props and costumes and stuff. It was pretty cool. But I remember, I think it was the one in, I don't remember if it was the one in San Diego or if it was the one in Vegas. It was one of them, but they had Sylvester Stallone's pants from Rambo. And it looked like 9-year-old's pajamas.
Really?
He's tiny little guy in his little tiny pants. He was like,
Did you
yeah.
watch the new Rambo?
No.
Do you have any desire to see the new Rambo?
I didn't have any desire to see the first one, but I did.
There's a new one.
There's a new
Where
one.
in this one he actually goes to Cambodia. I have no desire to see this. Like, Or he goes to something like that. Like he brings Pol Pot back from the dead and fights him. I think that's the plot line. That's another one for you, Fox Studios. Rambo brings Pol Pot back from the dead, and he fights him so he can kill him again. It's amazing. It's gonna be a great movie.
The new Rambo is actually cool as hell.
Really? I don't know.
No, Dr. Weir approves. He approves. What did you think of the last Rocky? I liked it. I think they called it Balboa, something like that. I liked it just because it had a really bitchin' Rocky line in it that all
What's the
Rocky
bitchin'
movies.
Rocky line? I didn't see it because I like.
Life ain't about how hard you can hit. Life is about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I think Sylvester Stallone can't do these movies anymore. Seriously, I thought it was
Get
going to
off! Get
stop.
out of here! You've been pissing me off. All
I'm pitching this right now. That's the new plot of the next Rocky, next Rambo movie. Pol
I'm
Pot-
too old to care.
Pol Pot comes back from the dead to terrorize Cambodia, and Rambo fights him.
Okay. With unicorns.
With unicorns.
Okay.
Pol Pot, I'm gonna send you back to hell again. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, this trailer is still not... Okay, trailer. Preview, whatever. It's still not done. It's
On it?
still trying to upload. It's the little clip that could. Oh my god. It's not even moving anymore. It's 90%. That's all we get.
It's like
91!
91
It moved!
91%.
That's really exciting. You couldn't see it here, but when when it said 91, it was riveting.
Dr. Weir, as cool as the last John Rambo movie was, it could never be as cool as what I'm proposing.
I will marry you. Oh, that's not what you meant?
No, it's what I'm proposing.
Oh.
I'm
Are you
proposing
going to share that
my
with me?
film
Because you
proposal-
opened it and you
my-
took
my
a bite.
film
I noticed, but
proposal.
you're not really sharing it.
my film proposal, right?
Uh-huh.
It's going to be amazing. If you like The Killing Fields, you will love John Rambo versus Undead Pol Pot.
Awesome. You see, this is why we take a break in the middle of the show. Because crap like this
If
starts
you
to
like
happen.
Postcards from the Edge, you're gonna love John Rambo versus.
Postcards from the edge.
If you love,
Postcards from the edge.
if you liked Out of Africa, you're gonna love John Rambo versus Undead Pol Pot. Seriously.
Postcards from the edge?
Oh my god, I need a glass of water.
Who stars in that again? Can't think of her
Maybe
name.
you could beat up Goldie Hawn. Holy shit, yes. Goldie Hawn somehow. Goldie Hawn is Pol Pot's lover in the movie. But I'm being serious about this.
I just realized
It's
I'm
the word.
going to have to lick my fingers in front of people after I'm done with it because it's melting. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's a YouTube moment. Yeah, Goldie Hawn will play his lover.
I'm not going to lick all three at the same time. I'm going to do them individually.
That's the best way to do it. Let's see your porno.
Did you
moves.
want to do it?
No, let's see your porno moves. Let's see.
No, I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it. Why don't you keep talking about your stupid crap? And I'll just clean my hand like a
Stupid
kitten.
crap! This is a grade A idea. You watch. Sylvester Stallone and Fox Studios are going to rip me off, just like they did with that unicorn.
I like the way you disagreed with me, yet you did exactly what I wanted you to do. That was cool.
I know, I try.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what we're at with this ridiculous. 94.
Only 6 more of those
We're almost there.
percentages.
This is like this is like the only show you could possibly ever watch where our commercial break is determined by the fact that we haven't downloaded the whole damn spot yet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam, for sending us such a big, bulky ass file.
The trailer that Doc is going to show you is going to be a lot cooler though than my John Rambo proposal.
I doubt it. This thing's got some elements in it.
It does. It's got some elements.
I love the my favorite part is I don't understand why that guy's internal monologue sounds like a big Indian man, but it's funny. It's funny because if I was a really skinny, lanky white, wait a minute, I am a really skinny, lanky white guy. I think that my internal monologue should be a big, burly Indian guy.
It's like a Spokane version of A Man Called Horse.
What?
Nothing.
What? God, this show sucks so bad. Why the hell doesn't Ron Ford still live in this town? I have no idea.
Harlan Williams could
He'd be a great guest.
sidekick.
He made Tiki, that movie we were looking for earlier.
Yes, I
Yes.
didn't see that.
It's funny because there's a lot of people who didn't. But they should. If nothing else, there's a fantastic death scene in it.
Really?
It could have been better.
What was the fantastic death scene? Spoil it for me.
The cameraman.
Really?
He dies in it.
A
But he does a
cameraman
good job.
videoing the movie actually?
No, our cameraman, Jeremy. He
Oh.
dies in it. Well, I mean, he doesn't really die, but it's a movie.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you don't
I thought maybe it's like a.
really think Molly Ringwald is a space hunter, do you?
No, I thought maybe it was sort of like they stepped out of the film, they kill a cameraman.
97.
3 more percentages.
3 more.
They're
How long do you
coming.
think it'll take?
Could be hours.
God, this is riveting. I know I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see it.
When you see this trailer, mind blowing. This is the popcorn hit of 2009.
Popcorn, you say?
Popcorn.
We've got a lot of food.
Don't, yeah. All those other movies you've been waiting for to come out. The Hobbit. No. Man Out. That's what you want to see.
Well, after
All the Oscar buzzed movies are coming out this Christmas time.
you know what's gonna happen, don't you? It's gonna finish uploading, and it's not gonna work.
Shit.
Why do you keep fucking cursing?
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying
Something's wrong
that's
with
just
me.
the way. That's just the way things go on Stickcam. You know, you give it.
This
you wait
file
for
is
an hour.
corrupted.
What is it?
Echo.
Why do you keep creeping me out like that and saying
It
stuff?
says it right there. This file is corrupted.
Okay, yeah, somebody typed that into the chat. It said, earlier, it said, do you realize that they can see us down in the right corner there?
Is that how it works?
Only speak when you've got something to say, damn it.
Billy Bob Thornton is going to play Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake? No. That is
What if he-
funny though.
Well, it would only be funny.
I'm gonna invade
Yeah.
your dreams,
It
huh?
would only be funny if he used that voice. Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden, you fall asleep and Freddy Krueger comes crawling through your window, leaps up on your chest, you wake up in horror and he's got the little slicey, fingers going on and he said, you got any French fry potatoes in there?
It'd be great if he held up his hand like,
Actually, you wouldn't need them to
some
be French
people
fried.
call
You
them-
just need taters.
some people call them razor blades,
Oh God.
but they're actually, wouldn't that be fucking great?
Do you have to keep
I'm
fucking
your-
cursing?
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. That's so good. That's great.
Didn't he date?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. That was a weird relationship.
They
had.
carried around vials of their own blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew someone who did that too.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, she was a weird chick though. I don't really talk to
Yeah.
her much anymore.
Okay.
I don't talk to Angelina Jolie anymore either, because she
Oh.
married Brad Pitt, and he was in A River Runs Through It, or Cold Mountain,
You know, I
or
didn't
something like that.
I didn't see A River Runs Through It. I did see Cold Mountain. Cold Mountain was actually a pretty good movie. I like Cold Mountain.
Did that have Brad Pitt in it?
It was no Civil War with unicorns, but it was a Civil War movie and it was good.
But there were no unicorns.
No
No,
unicorns.
not even a centaur.
Not a centaur.
Hmm.
Although,
Do centaurs have horns?
I guess they could on the tops of their foreheads.
I think they'd have to, because if you're going to call it horns of fury, then it's only like one side or the other is furious,
Yeah.
and they both have to be furious. I think to
Milk
make it
Porn
action
says
packed.
nope, but I don't think are
You
you?
could put
Are you the authority
made-up
on,
animal.
on centaurs? You really? No, satyrs. Satyrs have horns. Satyrs have horns.
Huh?
Satyrs,
What are those?
That's a with.
Is this a D&D thing?
Like Pan. Yeah, take it from me.
Like
Pan?
Pan?
Pan. Yeah, with he used to play the flute, and he has the horns, and he has goat legs, and he was like a fertility being.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Wow, you're helpful.
Goat legs, man chest.
Man chest.
All right. So, all right. Cold Mountain did not have.
I've seen a movie with that title.
Did not
Goat
have-
legs, man chest.
Tony, get on it.
We want the website right away.
Goat legs, man chest, and my John Rambo idea. No, interestingly enough, right?
Does Tony even watch? I don't think
Uh,
Tony even watching. Even he knows how ridiculous this is.
Cold Mountain was not it did not have unicorns or anything like that, but it was a interpretation, I guess, through the Civil War of the Odyssey.
I have nothing to say to that.
It was. There's the whole plot about him having to get back to his wife and his family. He has to go through different trials to get home. He leaves a war behind.
Okay, it's done, but now it's processing. We
So,
lied. We're
if
not
anybody
gonna
has
show it
anything
to you at
interesting
all.
to say about that, I don't know. Not the only movie to use the Odyssey as sort of like a takeoff, although I know Cold Mountain was based on a book.
Oh, look, the Divine Poon is back.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou was also a takeoff on the Odyssey. You probably
What?
on Homer's Odyssey. The
What was?
the Coen Brothers movie.
Which one? That's the part I'm missing.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Or is that the title of it?
That's the title of a Coen Brothers movie, but I don't think it was about the Odyssey.
Yeah, there's a Cyclops and there's the
There's a Cyclops?
well, not literally, but there's like they kind of do these different like things that kind of are homages to the like Homer's Odyssey.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was an interesting twist.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't a Cyclops.
Well, not
in
like
it.
literal. Like who's it? Is it?
So there was a guy with an eye
Who's
patch?
Roseanne's husband in the movie? I mean, the Roseanne's husband on the TV show.
Tom Green. Tom Bosley?
No, what's that guy's name? I can't remember. He sort
You
of.
know why you can't remember now? Because I just said Tom Green and Tom Bosley. Now that's all you can think of.
That's right. It was actually a remake of Krull. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? It was actually a remake of Krull.
Oh my god. Dr. Weir is awesome.
And while the Krull device, that handheld like blade thing, is kind of reinterpreted. You know, Brother, Where Art Thou? It's in there. If you look, it's symbolically in there.
Alright.
Yeah. John Goodman. John Goodman is like a giant in the movie, sort of like there is a.
But he wasn't. No, that was her husband on the show. I thought you were talking about her
No.
real life husband.
Oh, Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, that guy.
oh,
He's
yeah.
way better off now.
Krull was the bomb. I do agree with you, Milf Boone. They should make a remake of Krull. You want to remake a movie? Remake Krull. That could be done better with today's special effects.
You think?
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh.
I think I had the lunchbox when I was a kid. I had a Krull lunchbox.
You did?
Yeah.
I never really saw. I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Really?
No.
It was a good movie.
Still
Pretty cool.
processing.
You know who's in Krull? Oh, man.
No, because I didn't see it.
The older...
Try to keep up.
In the new Star Wars movies, you know, the sucky ones, in the head Jedi in the first one, the one who teaches Obi-Wan it plays a wizard in Krull. A much younger.
Wait.
If anybody knows the name of that actor right now, he's in that movie.
Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson plays like a wizardy kind of character in Krull.
Was he even alive then?
Yeah,
Huh.
he's a very young.
He was in Schindler's List too, wasn't he?
Was.
That was a lovely black and white movie. I actually quit smoking, and then I saw that, and I had to start up again, because if anyone looks cool smoking, it's Liam Neeson. And you know he's not smoking any crap. No, he's smoking those fine German cigarettes, and in black and white
Nazi
too.
cigarettes.
You have to sit through a 3-hour movie where a guy's like, smoking a black and white film, by the time you leave, whether you've ever smoked before in your life, you might hate it. You might have had a grandmother who smokes and you didn't like to kiss her or hug her or anything like that because, you know, she just smelled nasty. But no, after you see Schindler's List, you want to smoke. You do.
Yeah.
You have to. Well, maybe you don't have to, but I did. So,
Milpoon, just about everyone does get killed in Krull except for the main guy. It's like you go on this, it's like the anti-Lord of the Rings. Like, they go on a quest, everybody dies except one guy, and he kills the monster at the end. It's kind of, I don't know. It's like Dragon Slayer. You ever see Dragon Slayer?
yes.
Yeah. Remember
And
that
I
movie?
saw,
That's old school.
and I saw a movie I can't even remember the title of. That's how much I remember it.
That's what makes it a great family film.
I saw Lady Hawk. That's what it was.
Oh my God, Lady Hawk!
You know what? I just knew when I said Lady Hawk that you were going to say, "Oh my God, Lady Hawk." You know
Oh
why?
my God,
Because
why?
every time I mentioned some old ass movie from the '80s, you
Yeah.
respond in the exact same
Because
way.
you know what? I saw a lot of those movies. I watched a lot of those. They were like on like every Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's what HBO's like. Oh crap, what are we gonna play? We can play Lady Hawk again.
It wasn't even cable. Like this was like regular like plain broadcast television
Really?
would have like these things on and channel heavily edited.
What about the Beastmaster? Did you ever watch that?
Beastmaster a lot.
Did you?
I did.
Really? Is that where you got your animal thing from?
No.
No. What movie was that?
Animal thing? Which animal thing?
How many do you have?
I don't know.
I love it when I can reel them in like that. It's great.
Uh,
What are you reading?
I was reading what people wrote.
They only write in like 3 or 4 sentences, in, but you're sitting there
I know.
like you're reading like The Fountainhead or something. What the fuck are you doing?
Fountainhead?
I'm sorry, I thought if you liked movies from the 80s, you would love novels from the 70s.
If you love the Beastmaster, you love Ayn Rand. If you like Ice Pirates, you will love Atlas Shrugged.
Crap.
So anyways,
Is this damn trailer still processing? Yes, it is. I hope it doesn't take
Yeah,
as
'cause
long
you
to
know what?
process. We'll
I
probably be
believe-
showing
I
you the
believe-
preview at the end of
I'm
the
gonna
show.
I'm going to take you up on that. I believe that there's a lot of objectivist messages in the Beastmaster and Ice Pirates.
I don't like the way they treat the hawks.
It's Lady Hawk. There were messages in there. Session exists on server 1049. We just got confirmation that John Goodman was indeed a Cyclops in that movie.
Oh, good.
Bizarre logon doppelganger.
We're going to take a short break for the moment, but we will be right back. I assure you. Okay, we're not even gonna try to attempt to play that again because as Matt believes it would be cruel and unusual. So apparently it's still processing.
It looks like the sabotage video. For a second there, it almost did.
But at least now
Listen,
you're
all of
intrigued.
y'all, this is sabotage. Just breaking out some Beastie Boys there for you.
Yeah, I got that. Oh my God. So, are you guys still with us through all that? I gotta change. What should I change the caption to?
Ours?
Nah,
Sanskrit.
I can fix it.
If you liked Reservoir Dogs, you'll love Man Out.
That's gonna be like your thing.
If you liked Brokeback Mountain, you'll love Man Out.
You will. So, yeah, that's the address. But like I said, don't go there now. Write it down and then go there later. Since we're back from our very haphazard, what was supposed to be a commercial break or preview break, it didn't really play, so we're gonna have to show it at the end. We're not gonna have to. We want to show it at the end. I'm Doc. This is Matt. We don't have last names apparently. This is the back row. You're in it with us. This is Matt, I guess the man behind the rant, and I guess I'd be Doc the Gaffer, as I'm known.
The Gaffer.
Yeah. It means I'm a
Yes.
lighting guy.
Gaffer.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy's back again. Damn.
Awesome.
Club Ignition. I would actually be curious to see what that is.
You know
Considering
what?
this guy keeps-
I think that's exactly what he's going for.
But, I mean, who knows? We can't necessarily say that it's a bad thing. Maybe it is a good thing, and he's just really trying to tell us about it.
It might be.
He feels that strongly.
He does.
It's like Club Illusions. We used to have this bar that would advertise.
I still want to know what he means by what he calls? Stick cam horse?
Stick cam horse.
What does that mean? I mean, Chris Crocker, she's kind of a stick cam whore, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Who's not, I guess, would be a better question. Because, I mean, I'm like, I would accept the fact that we were if I knew who wasn't. Because then if I was nothing like them, I'm like, okay, well, you know, by your definition, then I guess we would be whores.
Hmm.
Um,
Milk Poon says, or he's just being paid to be a douche, which actually then maybe he isn't the whore. Perhaps it is not as we see it.
yeah, that's true. I mean, if he's being paid to do that, then that would make him more of a whore than we are. Hmm.
And also, if we took off our shirts, it does say that there.
Did you want to take off your shirt?
No, it just says that there, and I don't want to be a whore.
If you took off your shirts, you would be. Take off your shirt. Do it. Why not? Because then you can take off your shirt. I take off my shirt, and I bet we get 1,000 people in the chat room in like a second. So people like keep like peeking in to like check and see what's going on in here.
I don't want
And
to.
then all of a sudden they'd see like, you know, us getting all sexified with our shirts off and stuff. Yeah. I see that happening.
Ah, maybe he hates Club Ignition and he knows people hate spammers.
That could be.
So he's using reverse psychology marketing.
That's okay, but actually, let's see.
Perhaps,
I gotta kind of scroll up because, you know, I'm so I don't want I have a terrible memory for stuff like this, so I'm gonna just kind of copy that. I'm gonna paste it on something else and save that guy for later, because I didn't want to open
put it
that.
in a notepad.
Yeah, I was going to, but I didn't. I opened the big.
Yeah, don't save it
Other.
in Word.
Stop. That was awkward. Because I'm gonna.
I did, Divine Poon, thank you.
Did what? What did you do?
Gray owns Puerto Rican shit-kicking boots.
Awesome.
It says it right there.
Is he Puerto Rican? Is that
Is he Puerto Rican, or is she Puerto Rican, or...
Stickcam whores are people like John Hawk that only care about Stickcam views and hits. Okay.
No.
So it's basically the same guy under a different name.
Well, when you kick Amber out too, then... See,
uh,
apparently this person has nothing but...
Well, at least he answered the question, though.
We're entering a dialogue with the spammer.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Tell us about yourself, Amber.
It-
Or SWX.
I don't think he's. I don't. Are you actually a girl? Because we don't want to call you. You know.
I'd like to refer to you by the proper gender, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Or does it matter? Maybe it's Chris Crocker. I don't know. I'm not a girl. Okay.
Amber is not a girl. Okay.
All right. So you think we're just looking for like? Well, I mean, isn't that kind of the point? You want people to watch, right?
People are likely to kick a girl name. But yet you named yourself Amber, which is a feminine name. Maybe less likely to kick a...
Yeah, I think that
I feel like we're learning a lot.
people are not likely to kick a girl name. Do you think that's true? I don't think that's true.
I don't know, maybe they feel bad, you know, like... It's like you can't hit a girl, maybe you wouldn't kick a girl.
I love hitting girls.
This is a like a
Hitting girls is, I
metaphorical
mean,
kick.
if they're for it, you know, I mean, if they're not into it, then it's just, then that's abuse. That's what that is. But I mean, if they're into it, then that's cool. Is Amber gone now?
Amber, do you like to get
I
hit?
think my moderator's just kicked him out.
I'd kick a girl if
Well,
she's...
they'll be back, but at least that's ridiculous. So according to Amber, I'm just gonna call him that now because he gave himself the damn name.
He did,
so
he did.
so when little Amber gets back, basically, what Amber was trying to say was that stick cam whores are people who are just looking for like hits and views.
Mm.
So,
But we're not about that here. We're here for real
well, no, we want
content.
people to watch though. That's kind of the point of broadcasting anything.
Right.
So, like-
there's real content to be had here, though.
Well, yeah. And there's not too many, the other shows. I mean, you could spam those and like, they've got like, 300, 400 viewers. I don't know what the hell they're watching, but, at least, they're going to kind of go unnoticed. They can throw up their little club link a few times and no one's really going to care.
Yeah,
But in here, it's kind of a tight-knit group.
Dr. Weir says Amber isn't even a good enough stripper name. I personally believe a good stripper name, Candy Miracles.
Candy what?
Candy Miracles.
What are miracles?
Miracles, like a miracle.
What?
Like a miracle, like it's
You can't make up words.
miracle. M-I-R.
Does anyone else know what that means?
Candy Miracle. And also, I thought it was really funny is that Milf Poon said we're more like escorts than whores.
Oh, good.
We're classier.
Um,
We're classier. I like that definition. Thank you.
now I'm trying to think of a good stripper name.
Jules knows that though, because that was my. Yes, that's Matt's drag name. If I was ever going to be a drag queen, I said I would be called Candy Miracles.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know where it came to me from above.
What about cherry marzipan?
Yes.
Does that sound?
Holy shit, that's great.
Why do you keep fucking swearing?
Sorry.
Is it possible to boot you?
Wait, did you just say cherry marzipan?
Yeah, I did.
That's great. I love it.
It's fucking great according to you.
Yes. Cherry marzipan is the new stripper name.
Cherry Mars. Is that your new one? That
New stripper
you've
name.
upgraded now?
Yes.
Great. Well, I wonder if the spammer gets many people like actually like talking to him, be like, hey there, spammer guy,
I don't
Amber.
I think we were the first one to confront him on his gender identification issues.
Huh.
We definitely brought some things to light there.
Well, he came back a bunch of other times. It's kind of weird he didn't come back this time, or she.
He professed to be a male, and I think we were going down some dark territory there.
Only a male would be that rude. I think a woman would have gotten a hint after being booted 5 fucking times.
Yeah.
Unless of course it was that chick from Wayne's World.
Guys can be a little thick.
And this time he came back as a non. Yeah, actually, I caught that. That's why he had the cutesy name. You can only boot and ban somebody so many times, before they have to start, changing their gender to try to sneak back in and say the same damn crap so you know exactly who it is.
Yes.
Like, that's clever. Like, wow, now some chick named Amber who's not even a member is doing it too. Wow, that must be a really popular place. I must go check it out. And it's a .org too, so it's a shitty ass site.
Pretty much.
I'd probably do it more to actually hype it than this bastard ever did in all of his spamming. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Just
okay.
knowing that I could do a better job. Help. Please don't. She's okay. She's just being weird.
Yeah, let's not kick on Divine Food. She's having a very unusual evening.
Yeah, really. So, wonder if that trailer's still processing.
In a world.
Hey, wasn't there? Yeah, I know.
Interesting enough, speaking of trailers,
Speaking of trailers,
we had a
wow. Hey, you mean I just said you just figured that all out on your own, huh? Wow.
we had a
I love things when they zip along.
we had a passing.
We had a passing.
Yes.
I didn't smell it or anything. That's cool.
No, there was someone who's no longer with us.
The person who brought the pizza.
No, someone related to the movie industry
Somebody related, like an
and
uncle.
related to trailers somehow. Yeah,
Who is it?
I'm speaking about Heath Ledger. No, I'm not talking about Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's still alive?
Well, maybe. I think Keanu Reeves might have knocked him off too.
You think so? Why?
Well, because Heath Ledger was kind of becoming successful.
fucking died?
Actor. In a world where, yes, the announcer guy,
Do you know what's his name?
the guy who announced the trailers. Oh God, what's his name? The
I don't know.
trailer guy. He would.
Dan
you know,
LaFontaine.
What?
Dan LaFontaine.
It's our camera guy,
Dan
and he knows.
LaFontaine. Of course
Dan
he knows.
LaFontaine.
I mean,
It's the kind of thing you can kind of
that's
say.
why
Dan
he's our camera guy.
LaFontaine.
He's kind of, you know. That was actually that was a good voice interpretation there. Did you? Did you want to?
Wait,
Why don't you
come on over here.
You're not really doing much over there. It's like, here, why don't you take my seat? Have him take at your. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right.
Which seat am I taking?
All right.
Take the
here's-
one on the
here's
left there. No
Hey.
one else is using it.
Hey,
our camera
internet
guy.
people.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Weed Man has joined us. You guys are fucking gay.
Oh,
And
Is it just
Weed
'cause I
Man
like to
left.
suck
We didn't even take our shirts off yet.
Weed Man immediately left the room immediately after saying that. I believe he was afraid we would confront him again.
Probably.
Regarding this.
Everyone's so damn insecure about their sexuality.
they are. You know, it hurts. It hurts to be open and in
Yeah.
front and under an anonymous web chat sort of thing about your sexuality. You know, but I understand. I understand. You know, we're all just people out here. We're all just trying to be
Yeah.
what we can,
When you're putting yourself out there, you know.
trying to create, trying to talk about movies. Kind of, I guess. I think.
Yeah.
Exposing the very fiber of your being to an unknowing and sometimes unwilling public is scary.
So you want to know a great unnecessary remake movie that's coming, starring your favorite actor Keanu Reeves?
Oh God, what?
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh, why?
With Keanu as Gort or whatever, Klaatu
gee.
Barada Nikto.
Klaatu Barada Nikto, yes.
That's Keanu, and he's going to act up a storm on this one.
Oh, I'm sure. He's just gonna be like, whoa. He's gonna stand around robotically like he always does.
Did you ever see? Okay, of course you saw the Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Yeah.
directed by Francis Ford Coppola. He just recently did a DVD, and they've got all these great special features. But the best one is just watching Gary Oldman. And Keanu Reeves is following around. Gary Oldman's just having this nervous breakdown, talking to Francis Ford Coppola, and he's doing, when you make fun of Keanu, you start saying his name where he's like, I'm trying to be Dracula here, but Keanu won't hit his mark. Keanu,
Well, Gary Oldman could act
Gary
circles.
Oldman is
Circles
so
around
awesome.
Keanu Reeves.
And it's just fun watching that. It's not just me and people who actually watch movies. It's people who make movies that hate Keanu as well. It's just like he's tearing us down.
He's just ruining it for everybody.
Yeah, I
God.
would have to say that he's ruined just about every movie that I like. I mean, I would like the movie otherwise,
Right.
if not for Keanu. And Little Buddha, I'm talking about. No, I probably wouldn't have liked Little Buddha without. Hey, it's your spammer friend again. Awesome.
Well, welcome back, SWX.
Nice.
And goodbye.
Amber.
Amber.
Call her
Welcome back,
Amber.
Amber.
Amber. There was a girl once named Amber. Broke my heart.
Really?
Yeah, my love of my teenage life. She went down and probably shouldn't say it, but left me for a guy named Greg Strauss who ended up making the movie Volcano. Well, he was a special
Jesus,
effects guy
really?
on Volcano, did the lava, and that really hurt for an awful long time. As you can tell, they're cruising for emo poon. I pretty much am emo poon, and
Now, we're cruising for you.
no, in a different way. I'm just saying, I'm kind of a whiny pussy, is what I'm saying. When you say emo poon, that's what I assume. That's what you mean.
understand now.
Okay, but
Code Amber. I think there's an Amber Alert.
That's
Is that how we know when she's around? There's an alert of some kind.
Hey Matt, what was that thing you were supposed to remind me about before we went on again?
The trailer?
No, the other thing.
the
Or
record.
we're
button.
recording.
No, but thanks for reminding me a half hour later though. I appreciate that a lot.
This is not the emo Poon you are looking for.
Popcorn.
Wow, Will Poon, that was great with the Star Wars reference. That was pretty fucking funny.
You ever notice how Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn, in the vastly superior prequel trilogy, how if you watch the Phantom Menace, the vastly superior prequel trilogy, which is just harder for Americans to take because the first trilogy it's all happy, America's going good, we're fighting the evil empire. It's kind of a post-Vietnam thing, whereas this trilogy is basically the amount of our hubris or hubris, however you want to pronounce it, as our empire falls upon around us and doesn't really fall. But as we transform from a republic and something good into something that's undeniably evil.
Does that have to do with the the Trade Federation and all that? Does that have
What?
the Trade Federation?
Oh yeah, that's all.
George
That's
Lucas
why it's
trying
getting
to-
crowded in here.
I know,
Okay,
they
tell you
love
what.
us. They
Okay,
love us.
I
everyone,
love-
stop for a second. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna try to record at least some of this now, just for fun. So everyone just kind of like stare at the camera for a second, and then when I say go, I want you to introduce us. Okay?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Because you're in the middle, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, everyone ready? Is everyone in the chat room ready? Okay, we're gonna do it.
This is
Okay.
it. We're recording.
Okay, everyone try to look natural.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm here with Doc, the gaffer, and I'm Matt behind the rant. And on my left here, we have the cameraman, who is going to join us and tell us the names of actors and
Yeah.
famous people we can't recall.
Unlike these other guys, I
That was
have
awful.
been watching movies.
That was
for the
awful.
last
Here,
10
let's
years.
switch. Here, you sit
And
over there.
apparently-
You can't sit in the middle anymore.
Although I saw Fido too. Fido was excellent. I love
That's great,
Fido.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Okay,
also,
wait, okay, quiet. I gotta do this. I gotta do this right. 'Cause you
philosophical-
totally screwed it up.
Oh, I
This-
apologize,
Okay,
apologize.
watch. This Ada. Look at the camera. Okay.
Tiki was cool.
we'll-
Thank you.
we'll-
Thank you.
We'll pretend that
I
we're
touched boobs
starting
in
it
that
again.
movie. For
Okay,
those.
we're gonna try it one more time. Okay.
Okay.
You ready? You ready? Hi. You're right. This is hard. Hi, and welcome to the back row. This is Matt, the man behind the rant, and this is Jeremy, no nickname,
Okay.
our cameraman.
Awesome.
And thank you for joining us here in the back row. See, that was way better. Because, see, I mentioned the name of this show as well as your names.
Okay.
So that's how it's supposed to work.
Brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Bar.
You can't really, I guess it doesn't really matter, but brought to you by Cess.
I'm sure the orange and gold, is
So
copyrighted.
Jeremy, you were saying before we broke there, and
Yes.
we were about the deeper meanings behind Star Wars.
Yeah.
The new trilogy.
I can go on for forever and ever about this, but yeah,
It's true.
The new trilogy, which I understand, guys. I understand you hated it. It's okay. It's okay. It was it was ambitious. It's a flawed piece, but
That sounds like my ex-wife.
yeah.
It was a
But
flawed piece.
there was a lot more, I think, ambition towards it, than there was in the prequel or in the original trilogy. And this is from someone who, has been watching it non-stop since I was, one. I've watched those movies at least
You
once a
remember
week.
when you were one?
I do. My first memories. My first memories are about two. I remember moving to Pasco, in beautiful Central Washington, and that was a good time.
Huh.
But anyway,
My first memory is falling down the stairs.
you seem like you've had a lot of
Head injuries?
head injuries and
Yeah.
traumatic memories.
Yeah.
When you.
What about you? What's your first memory?
First memories.
Think of something sentimental related.
Actually, well, I know this is gonna sound really strange, but I do recall being in a
Central
drive-in.
Park and fall? When you tore your dress? What a mess.
I actually do recall being in a drive-in and watching the
A
Empire
drag show?
A drive-in,
A drive-in.
an actual drive-in theater, and seeing Empire Strikes Back. I remember the big walkers coming. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
What a drive-in. They must have looked huge. Were you concerned for your safety?
I was probably really young at the time. I must have been 2 or
So
3.
you were probably a little concerned for your safety. I mean, I saw Mary Poppins at a drive-in when I was young, and I was concerned for my safety.
Yeah, it's a scary movie.
It is. I mean, got some
Mary Poppins.
16-foot tall bitch coming at you with an umbrella. That's some
Chimney
scary
sweeps.
shit.
Chimney sweeps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cockney chimney sweeps.
Cockney
Chimney sweeps, yes.
Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way.
Oh, Bart.
Stop. That accent in that movie is, the English accent in that movie is,
Dick Van Dyke can transcend any genre. Any genre.
is
Just
Dick,
like that Herman Monster guy.
Is Dick Van Dyke still with us?
Oh,
Yes!
Dick Van Dyke left.
Clubignition.org.
Yeah, we should go there. We should.
We're going to. You know
Awesome.
we're going to.
Oh, he left the room. Why would he do that?
I don't know.
It's Amber.
Max?
It's Amber.
Amber Max.
Amber, we know you. We love you. Amber Max sounds like some sort of weird, feminine hygiene.
Yeah, it does.
Amber. Did you guys ever see Max? Speaking of Divine Poons,
Max?
Max.
Yeah,
with
that was a good movie.
Yeah,
With,
Noah
John
Taylor.
Cusack in it.
Noah Taylor as Little Hitler, and
Yes.
a terrifying Little Hitler at that.
Yeah, it was good.
John Cusack was in. I was downtown today, and there was a big truck that they were throwing garbage into. They were doing construction. They were throwing all the debris into this big truck, and there was this guy sitting in the truck, and I was going by, and I was thinking to myself, I was gonna yell up to him, man, that's a damn shame when people be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that. And I didn't think that.
Which one
I
was
didn't
that
think-
from? Is that
Better Off Dead?
Better Off Dead? Yeah.
I didn't think you'd get the joke because not a lot of people are familiar enough with that movie. But yeah, I was amused at the time.
Yes.
Only just myself.
Do you know John Cusack? In the '80s, he did a lot of the comedies and stuff. Then he actually did some good movies, and now he's in this romantic comedy rut, and he hasn't with the exception.
But they're still good.
No, no, they're really bad. With the exception of
Serendipity was
that-
good.
No.
It was good.
With-
Admit it was
No,
good.
Serendipity? No. It's
With the
not.
glove at the end and it
Oh.
falls. Oh, come on. You are
Must
a
Like
heartless
God.
bastard.
Or
Must like,
Love
yeah,
Business.
must
Okay,
like.
okay, that movie did suck.
With the exception of Matt.
So you've seen multiple of the romantic John Cusack. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah,
Now,
that-
you've seen Serendipity. You've seen Must.
I
Like
will
God.
watch absolutely anything with John Cusack.
I understand.
Really?
I understand.
He hasn't
anything.
done Max is a good movie. It's a good movie about Hitler and everything. It's-
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you talk about anything with John Cusack. There's a good John Cusack movie.
That's a good
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
John Cusack is the Jewish art dealer who doesn't like Hitler's paintings, so Hitler
Oh.
has to kill all the Jews.
Oh, and starting with the guy who hates his paintings,
And-
which makes sense. Is that what started the whole?
It's a little bit, it's.
I don't know why I always get wrapped up in conversations about race and religion. This is so
That's
horrifying.
ultimately the conversations people want to talk about.
That's right.
But that's not what show this is. It's about
In the
cinema
Lake House.
in your eyes.
Well, no, Keanu was in the
Oh,
Lake
no,
House.
I did hate. What was the one?
What was the name of that movie?
Your eyes, in your eyes. Now I can't remember. It's the most obvious. Cameron Crowe.
Sandy?
Yeah, I knew it was, but I didn't want to go down that
Henry?
path.
All right, see, this proves your point. Remember what you said about a structure or a property?
Uh-huh.
The Lake House. Keanu Reeves is in the Lake House. Now, there was no need to see that movie because there is a house involved and a lake.
That's true.
My
Body
rule
of
is just
water.
to stay away from crap. You can kind of see it coming. It's like, well, that movie, that's going to be crap, and I don't watch that
Right.
movie. I don't put any preconditions on the title or something because sometimes weird titles hey, that's going to be pretty awesome, but you can generally just get a wave of crap, and I can understand when.
Okay, I
used to be
totally
a movie
lied.
theater.
I watched The Lake House.
Did you?
Yeah.
With the different time?
Yes, I watched
I know
The
what
Lake
the plot
House.
was, but I didn't. All right, no, so these are good movies. He did do High Fidelity, which was
That sucked.
High Fidelity was great.
No, it didn't. It
Book's
wasn't. It wasn't good.
Movie sucked.
It wasn't
I
good.
like
High
that
Fidelity.
film.
No, it
I like
wasn't.
that
It
film.
didn't have Jack Black in it.
Yeah.
Then that's proof that it sucked.
Really, you don't think? I mean, I'm not saying Jack Black is a great actor.
Remember, you're talking about the new Meatloaf. He's gonna be the new Meatloaf. So yeah, hype him up.
I
Do
think
it.
that was
Yeah,
just
do it.
something that they just chatted about. I
No,
think it's gonna
it's gonna happen. It's
The
gonna
new
happen.
Meatloaf, he's already surpassed Meatloaf.
Well, no, he's
at
saying
least
that because-
filmically.
Some of the
Filmically? Cinematically.
Some of the people that have been bandied
Could be
about is
filmically.
the
We've coined a new
new
phrase,
people in
folks.
the Rocky Horror Picture
Filmically.
Show.
Filmically is a word.
Jack
Ah.
Black is Meatloaf. I think
Now-
what's that kid from High School Musical was being possibly
I
in it?
understand your hatred for like a bad remake, but I don't understand like what sort of damage an utterly forgettable MTV remake. I mean, it's going to be watched 3 times. Ja Rule's going to come on, and it's going to be completely forgotten.
Ja Rule's
It's not going to like catch the fever of of the 2009 generation. They're like, yeah, Ja Rule is the greatest Frankenfurter ever, and it's going to like supplant it in any way. I mean, they made 4 damn
wait a minute.
RoboCop movies, and only one is worth a damn.
That's true.
And no one ever goes, well,
Hey,
RoboCop 3
Wait a
completely
minute.
ruined.
Wait a minute. They say we're frozen, but you can still hear us.
Awesome.
Someone acknowledge that that's true.
Then you have to keep talking.
Is the video frozen? Someone just, because I'm watching the chat and it looks like you're saying that we might be frozen.
Maybe we're lame.
Yep. We're frozen. Well, that sucks.
We look pretty much the same as we did a couple moments ago. I mean, you might be missing some exciting.
Somebody boot Seaman. Hey,
And-
hey, Amber.
Was it Amber?
Amber
again?
Max. You know you sound like a feminine hygiene product.
Somebody get
right?
a mop. There's semen on the deck.
Video frozen. Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
So we gotta unfreeze ourselves because it's fun when we move.
Are we making sexy
We
expressions?
have to thaw out.
Is this a good pose? Have we vogued?
No, it's great that when we finally do decide to record part of it, that it freezes. So that's awesome. So I guess I'm gonna stop it. The beauty part is that title.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
That's my title. There.
Somebody said it's jittery.
It's jittery.
Might be
Are we
coming
jittery?
back.
Oh, now it's jittery. We might be on a comeback trail. Great.
That's my jittery.
What's with you and balls? Every video he
Hey,
shot
we're okay now.
is always named
Awesome.
balls.
Movie successfully saved. So are we moving again?
We're awesome.
You're okay now. Oh, great. That's funny because I feel
All right,
so far
here's
from
the
okay.
thing with the
Okay.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? It's coming on Halloween right now. If you go into the Halloween store, right, you will see Columbia. You'll see all these Rocky Horror costumes already, right? They're already done from the old movie. So now when you go to like the midnight screenings, you'll actually see people wearing those, and you're like, gee, you didn't put any creativity into that. They're going to have there's going to be all new products released from this movie. New costumes, new CDs of music, new DVD and it's just
Lunch boxes? Will there be
It's-
lunch boxes?
you know what? It's just like
Will there be lunch
It's
boxes?
going to be bigger than road rules versus real world. I mean, it's. I just can't see this being like a cultural like high point. I mean, remember when MTV redid Tommy? Of course you don't, because it doesn't matter to anyone. No one has watched MTV for 20 fucking years, and I said fucking because I use it like a comma in my phrases. It's not really.
did they really?
Yeah, of
do
course
Tommy?
they did. With Billy Idol, coming out, it was absolutely unwatchable.
Coming soon, MTV's
But-
The Wall.
They probably already did that too.
MTV will redo The Wall.
Oh,
I mean, I totally agree with you. That nobody's watching anymore. Well, actually, the 14-year-olds are watching. But that seems to be the people who respond to the site actually are pretty younger kids. And they're writing in. They're going like, "We don't even like this.
Yeah.
Who's the market for this?"
well, yeah, and does our current crop of 14-year-olds truly have the appreciation, for the camp that is the Rock? I mean, no matter how silly they could go
Yeah.
with the MTV version, there's no way. Like again, you can't fall in love with I'm guessing Ja Rule. I don't know that he's going to be there, but you can't fall in love with Ja Rule. And even if Snoop Dogg
He did
brings
say
out
love
his,
is pain.
yeah, he did. Brings out his pimp cup. Again, I see it as the mess that you're talking about. It's going to be god awful trite.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
But it's like, man, by like getting up the energy to let it get under your skin seems like, wow, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I can understand.
Well,
that.
see, I mean, my concern is that they can't release two films under the same title. So while this movie is in theaters, they can't play the regular Rocky Horror Picture Show. They'll have to recall. all the
Amber's
credits.
back.
Awesome. Hey, little miss, we've missed you so much. I'm gonna
Little
be
miss-
thinking about you later.
Little
Don't think
miss-
that I won't be.
Little Miss can't be
Go
wrong.
girl.
That's some early '90s for you guys. Remember them '90s? Good
Spin
times.
doctors.
He's got a pocket full of kryptonite.
He
Sorry.
does.
Oh, those princes.
Let's
just
there's
do-
two of them, I believe.
Fuck it, let's just do Our Town.
Can I be Howie Newsom?
MTV.
I want to be Howie
MTV.
Newsom so bad.
Does Harry-
Because I've always wanted to pantomime
Town.
walking a cow, or was it a horse? I guess it's a horse, but I've always wanted to pantomime walking with a horse. Sometimes when I'm downtown, I just do that anyway. But I think it'd be better if I was doing it within the confines of a staged work.
I played Mr. Webb in my high school production of Our Town, because every high school does a production of Our Town. And my high school career, was basically
Why
based
did
on-
you play Mr. Webb?
Thank you. It was an awesome setup, because my high school career in acting was basically based around, does any other actor on stage need to be carried? If so, then I will play the person that's carrying that person. I also play.
So you had to carry Emily?
I had to carry Emily.
Cause she's sick all the fucking time in that play, and she finally dies
This
at the
doesn't
end.
get
And by
any
the time
better.
she finally dies, you're like, bravo, we can get the hell
She
out of
gets
here.
to sit up on the hill with all the other.
Okay, so I mean that's
That's
actually
awesome.
that's a good story, and I'm sure it's true, but I'm wondering if maybe you could prove that because you're on our show, so maybe you could pick one of us up. Because you got to keep consistent, right?
Who needs to be picked up? You
Pick
come
up
here.
Matt.
Matt?
Okay.
He's got some real girth.
Oh.
You got to
You know
do
what
it
I
over
would
here.
watch the.
That's what I'm trying to do without damaging the equipment. What? I think we're just gonna have to go with fireman carry.
Okay.
That's sort of room we got.
All right.
Just give me your
Going
weight
up.
to your back.
Yep.
As
Here
you
we
can
go.
see, ain't no problem.
Well,
It is a total Sorry guys. Now it makes me look like I'm drunk, but I'm not. I swear.
No, it's all good.
get someone to fix that.
Technical difficulties. That was for you ladies out there. That was guns. Thanks.
Bringing it back to movies, if you
Yeah,
love
sorry.
Our Town,
If you love Our Town, you are gonna love Adam Pitchler's
You know what?
new movie.
I couldn't have planned that better if I
If you
tried.
if you liked Our Town,
That was the best I could have possibly hoped for out of
it's
that.
painful.
yeah,
That's going on the greatest hits. Were we recording that?
Oh yeah,
Good.
got that.
Good.
Got that.
Woo!
No, if the anti-Our Town,
Yeah.
Dogville with Nicole Kidman.
Did you see? There's the sequel to that with
Mandalay.
what's your?
You know, it's not
Bryce-
a big
Bryce
set, and you
Dallas.
guys managed to fuck up half of it.
Wow, you were the first people I've met who's seen Dogville and Mandalay.
Yeah, I've seen everything. Damn it.
Have you seen Prayer of the Roller Boys?
I guess not. I've seen.
So you haven't seen everything.
Wait, I believe I have seen Prayer. Is that the '86 one or so forth? And they're on like a.
It's 96.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Solar Babies.
Solar Babies and
Solar
Bodai.
Babies.
Bodai! Prayer of the Roller Boys, one of the last great roller skating epics of our time. Maybe they were rollerblades. I don't really remember now, but God, they sure look gay doing it.
Man, you can't not look gay on roller skates. I mean,
Or rollerblades.
Or rollerblades.
Rollerblades even worse because
It's
it's
kind
neon
of
colors.
up in the
Lime
ante.
green and
I'm glad we weren't frozen for that.
Solar
wonderful-
Babies.
Solar Babies, awesome. Corey Haim, good times.
Yeah.
Did you see the Lost Boys sequel?
Oh, no,
The
no.
Lost Boys, I think it's Blood Tribe with
Yeah.
Corey Haim returning as a frog, or no, Corey Feldman. Sorry, I don't want to screw up my Corey.
Yeah, try not to get it confused.
But apparently Corey Haim will upset that they made
The Day of the Rope?
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
No, I don't.
Day of the
I miss seeing you, Doctor. Where are you? How come you're not on camera?
Mm,
Doc?
were you aware that they made a sequel
Dr.
to
Weir? Paging Dr. Weir. Report to the camera, please. Dr. Weir. Corey Haim was
He
too
just put out an advertisement in Variety saying that he was sober and ready to work again.
You-
Like a full page.
You know you're a fucked up junkie when you have to advertise in Variety. They're like, oh no, I'm totally sober now.
Did you see the? Did you see? Or you haven't even interest in the sequel to The Lost Boys?
No.
I have no interest because I love the Lost Boys, and again, like I said, my rule is to kind of stay away from crap. You know,
Yes.
it's like you could kind of like, oh, there's just the stench wafting off.
Oh, you can just tell.
I think we're off center. I seem to be favoring Matt a little bit.
I think we
too
should
much.
move a little bit.
Everybody pick up and lift.
Lift.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. Now
That
we're
was an
center now?
entire row of
Yeah.
movie theater chairs
Wow.
because we're in a
preserve
Wow.
the illusion. Preserve the
Yeah.
illusion.
High five. Yay. All right. Thou shalt not fall. Right. Well.
Thou shalt not fall.
I thought the first person that knocked something over would be me, but
No,
so-
no, that was your
No.
mistake inviting me here because
How are the
I don't
maggots,
think it was a
Michael?
mistake. I don't think it was. What?
How are those maggots, Michael?
they're magnets. What was his name? The guy from Rush? Jason Patrick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was good in that. Again, Lost Boys is great. If you guys haven't seen it, go see Lost
Lost,
Boys.
Lost Boys, the original, not the Blood
No.
Tribe nonsense, but
It's got
Kiefer Sutherland.
it's
in it.
a faux Sutherland in the new one. It's like Sutherland's
Really?
younger brother or something. Oh man,
Oh jeez.
classic.
A faux Sutherland.
Faux Sutherland.
Oh, Sutherland.
That's got. Well, there must be a lot of.
And it did have a wonderful soundtrack, Milf Poon. I used to actually have it on tape.
Isn't it the worst? Is it the Doors or is it a Bad Doors remake? I
It's
can't
a
remember.
Bad Doors
I
remake
just
of
have it in
People
my
Are
head.
Strange.
Yeah. Oh man.
And there's
Thou shalt.
it's all about that song. Death by Stereo did it, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not a name, but Dr. Weir said that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
UFO Phil live. He
left-
left.
he
the
left
He
the room.
hates us.
I didn't even see him in there.
You
He was in there before.
No, that was a line in the movie. Death by Stereo?
Death. Oh yeah. He gets stabbed through and
Oh.
electrocuted on the. Yeah. Yeah.
And it sounded like a name of an 80s band, like Death by Stereo.
And the bad guy looked like Strong Mayor John Powers. I don't know if you remember Strong Mayor John Powers. Maybe you guys don't.
Hmm.
Huge, giant webcam viewing officer.
So you were talking about the guy that passed away. Was like the trailer guy.
Yeah, it was
In a
the,
world
In a world.
without a world being talked about in a world.
So hold on. I want to try
Jeremy
something
knew the
real quick.
name, his name.
He did.
And what was the first movie
He's
he
good
did?
like
You,
that.
you knew the first movie he did.
They said it was Friday the 13th. I think it was Friday the 13th too, but I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, that would be before Friday the 13th 3D.
That's right. That's right. The Friday the 13th too. Oh, did you mention on the air that they're remaking Friday the 13th?
Oh yeah, they're
as
gonna
well?
remake Friday the 13th.
Jason is apparently in Friday the 13th. I don't.
They're not gonna do the mom. They're just
Whoa!
skipping all that
You
stuff.
totally spoiled it again for
Oh,
the 14-year-olds
shit.
who are going to go out there and like.
Oh,
Friday the
yeah.
13th.
Now they totally know.
It'll probably be a PG-13 Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is the. I don't know. Hopefully the volume's up loud enough. But hey, look. Like there we are.
Hey, we got like a 1 second.
We're on there.
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome. So if we said fuck,
but-
you could put a beep.
Oh yeah, I could totally do that. What am I looking for now?
I should stop eating popcorn. Why do you have prop in front of me that's
I'm-
food?
It's everywhere. It can't be helped. So is this the guy's voice? Hold on, one sec.
So they're also
Wait,
gonna
shut up.
remake.
Is this it?
Due to some violent content, parental discretion
That's
is
not
advised.
That's not him. Okay,
No.
I was curious. So it's a different voice.
It's a great little soundbite though.
Thank you. I worked very hard on.
He did a Geico
13.
commercial in 2006.
Yes, he did.
PG the 13. Did I bust out my Scream knowledge? I was telling Milf Poon about this earlier. There, when Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson were going to do Scream, and we were talking about Scream earlier, Kevin Williams' original choice for the heroine was Molly Ringwald, but they felt that she was playing, she couldn't play high school. And then even though she was probably 30-ish by then, but they had their second choice was Drew Barrymore, who was going to be the heroine, and then Drew Barrymore actually said like, no, I want to be the first victim because, and I hope I'm not spoiling that for anybody, but I want to be the first victim because then if Drew Barrymore, who was a star compared to Neve Campbell then, died in the beginning of the movie, then all bets are off. Anybody could die. Kind of set the tone for the movie, which is, Scream is a great movie. It works in multiple ways. It's a great movie.
It works in multiple ways.
Well, you can look at it as a satire of those type of slasher movies. But it's also a very good slasher movie at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it has this.
See, I was disappointed to see Drew Barrymore die at the very beginning. It was disappointing for me because I want to see her slowly tortured.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe if she was in like Saw, that would have been better for me. I think. So Drew Barrymore, if you watch this, and they're making a sequel to Saw, please let me know, so that I don't, not watch it.
The first Saw was good. After that,
I mean, really, because that's what happens to a lot of movies.
yeah,
They kind of go downhill after the first one.
true.
Can you think of one that was actually the second one was better?
Gremlins 2.
What?
Gremlins 2 is
The
better
new
than the first one.
batch, yeah.
What's his name?
John Glover?
Gremlins 2?
John Glover.
It's awesome.
Really?
Yes, you need to
I didn't
see.
see Gremlins 2.
You need to
You know
see.
why?
Why?
Because it's got a 2.
No,
Yeah,
really.
title.
You need to see Gremlins 2 because it's
I need to see.
so much better than the first one.
Have we been completely lost it since the Scream knowledge? Obviously.
Okay.
They hate us.
They hate us. They don't even like us. Are we completely dead?
The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold on, because we might come back on.
I mean, I know I was just talking about, the
What do you mean?
prequels being awesome,
What do you
but
mean
nothing
we
ever
might?
touched The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Of course we'll come back on. Not even a question.
But Return of the Jedi? Kind of crap.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi has, I kind of like a love-hate relationship with it because I don't like the Ewoks, but I like the whole confrontation
Yeah.
with him and Darth Vader at the end. Very dark, great stuff.
I like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, the Jabba the Hutt part, it's
So
good stuff.
Salacious Crumb so much, but I can understand.
Rancor eating the Gamorrean guard,
Good stuff.
good stuff. Excellent.
Good stuff.
Well, there's nobody in there now, but we are back
We
at
kicked
least.
them. We kicked them out.
They're
Yeah.
probably watching like before. They just have to log back in.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there, do log in and let us know that
We're
still
here. We're
Let's
here.
all switch seats.
Okay,
No, I'm kidding.
And we're back.
and we're back. You want to reintroduce the show, Doc?
Sure. But we got to do it for someone.
No. I'm Matt Lauer.
I'm Stone Phillips.
Come on, Doc.
And I'm Sissy Spacek.
And together we are.
The Three Amigos.
Hello! Great. I'm so glad you're here. We missed you. We missed you. I don't know where.
Mistress Gray.
Ooh.
She makes mints.
Yes. She made our mints.
So she's the mint lady?
She's
Yeah.
the mint lady.
Mm.
The
They are
mistress,
nice.
mistress
They
of
are
mints.
they are nice to look at and
So-
they're quite tasty.
I don't know if you guys froze up, but we sure did. So we couldn't see ourselves, and we weren't sure if anyone could hear us. So we had to reload
So we reloaded, for you.
Yeah.
Because we figured you needed
because we care.
your money's worth of content.
We care a lot.
Because we're, what is it? We're stick can whores?
Little man popsicles.
Mm.
Yeah,
Little-
everything died after a few minutes.
My little man popsicles. That's kind of hot.
We said some really funny stuff while you were gone.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hilarious. This is when
Yeah.
we were really hit our stride. And then we're like, oh, and just.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. It's all over now.
God, you and the Mr. Dirty Mouth. You got
So-
a dirty, dirty mouth.
Soap.
Which was a
Dirty
good
mouth? Clean it up with Orbit.
Soap Dish. Now that was a good movie.
I actually have never seen Soap Dish.
You know why?
I've seen pieces of it, but never
You've
seen
seen pieces of it?
Well, like it's been on, and I've been kind of like, nah, I don't want to watch that.
You don't? Why?
I don't know. Ruthless People, I liked.
Ooh, hey, look, Dwyer, I can see him. Hey, thumbs up, man.
Is it Dwyer? I thought
Dr.
it was Dr.
Dr.
Weir.
Weir, sorry.
Is it Dwyer or is it Dr. Weir? And why did you pick the third spot down? I'm just curious. Is that your favorite spot? He's like, wow, I'm not even gonna answer you.
Game on.
Dr. Weir. So
Because
once
of
again, Event Horizon.
That guy.
I have like kind of a love-hate relationship with that movie too. I
just have a
kinda
good
liked
relationship,
it.
But go on.
And I kind of like I wanted to like it, and I don't know. It was weird. Like I just didn't. It was like The Shining in space. That's really all they were going for.
It's by Paul Thomas Anderson.
I know.
The horrible P.T. Anderson.
I know.
And
You mean he of Alien versus Predator?
and
The PG-13 one?
I mean, there's some good gore in there, and there's some moments where it's
Give
like,
him back his gun.
you know, cool sets, but
Right. And I mean, I think that
Yeah.
they, in the beginning, before they kind of go all out, they do like some really good sort of
I
creeping
like his room.
fear. Yeah. Dr. Weir, it's like you live in my brain. No,
Well, that's weird.
Whoa.
is that a Cenobite in the background?
So eager to play, so reluctant to admit it.
You know, we're supposed to be entertaining people, and all we're really doing is checking out Dr. Weir's room.
Yeah, no, you're entertaining us now. Thank you. Thank
Wait
you.
a
I
minute.
mean,
I wonder if I can drag and drop you into the big screen. Hold on, let me check. No, won't work. Oh well, damn it. You know, I'm gonna try to play the infamous trailer by Adam Pitzler that you can see on, there was a banner, but myspace.com/manout-show. Or is it Man Out Movie? Now I can't remember. It's Man Out Movie or Man Out Show. I wrote it down twice.
If you liked Dancer in the Dark, you'll love Man Out.
It's
I
Show.
love Dancer in the Dark.
Yes.
Just making poor
Good
Bjork
show.
cry, just smack her around.
Oh my
You know,
god.
I'm just like, oh, they're making Bjork cry. And
She never wanted to do another movie after that. Like I totally just ate her up
Okay.
and spit her out.
Let's give it a shot. Here we go.
Balls.
Good luck.
Balls.
Oh wait, I didn't want to play that one.
that was just a webcam of his balls in a
Yeah.
constant loop.
Okay, why does it do that? Oh, because I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, I don't think that's a Cenobite. It's actually Michael Myers now that I look better.
Whoa.
Dr. Weird.
He knows how to use that webcam.
Mexico City. There is nothing left to drink. The hot Mexican sun had left its effect on my
Wait, no, don't fuck with it while.
Okay. I don't wanna- it's so-
I had no choice but to leave on what could only be described as a trail of tears.
A trail of tears.
The best thing that happened there the whole show is you guys falling over.
That was great. I was like, no,
Because I like poked in like right here, just as you guys like toppled over. It was fucking beautiful.
What do you mean? Dr. Show is great. The whole show is great.
We hardly we get so far off the subject of film though.
But that's okay though.
We need
It's
to
alright.
like get some. I mean, it's like only the third time we've done it, but really, my God, we need some sort of structure.
I need some peanut butter bar. It does
There's
melt
pizza in
me.
here too. Tristan. It's not
It
warm.
died
food.
again. It
It
died.
freeze.
Don't even look. And they're complaining about.
No,
it.
they're
Get out of
complaining.
the way.
They would rather.
Well, you're
we
not
just
getting
kept-
out of my way.
We kept talking. That's what they like.
Oh wait. That thing just doesn't want to play at all. I'm gonna stop trying until I figure out why.
Oh, pookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not gonna work.
So Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, great movie. Great
fucking
movie. You know, The first one's definitely the more brutal and the more serious one. You know, it's all rape your own daughter sort of thing.
The best,
Amazing.
the
But I don't
best
know if you're
suspension
too bad.
bondage film ever.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was pretty, ahead of its time, but just great movie.
I'm a big Hellraiser 2 kind of fan. You know, with the skinless woman and.
Yeah, there was elements of it that were good.
But after that, when you get into 3 and Bloodlines and whatnot crap, it does become crap. But
It gets progressively worse.
yeah, like again.
Wow, it's kind of like this show.
Based on a really great short story, The Hellbound Heart. Anybody ever read it?
Did you shave?
No, I did.
Less hairy.
Oh, I did. I shaved actually, so I could be Columbia at Rocky Horror Picture Show last Saturday.
Oh, I saw that picture on MySpace.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
Yeah, Jules.
You look almost like kind of like, I don't know, like, more like a kabuki.
Yeah,
type.
I was.
Like you're someone like from Madame Butterfly more than from Rocky Horror. Is what it looked like
Tonight
to
I'm
me.
gonna be Miss Saigon.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Oh,
see Nightbreed? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I haven't
guess
seen
I
that
totally. We were
I
talking.
read. I read the short story it's based on. I haven't seen the movie,
Really?
and that's only because really, I didn't start watching good horror
Usually people say,
movies.
"Oh no, I read the novel. I didn't see the movie." Like, I read the short story, but I didn't actually see the
No, it's a
movie."
novella. It's shorter, but
What's it called? It's got like a real
it's a Cabal.
cabal. That's right.
I didn't really see any. I didn't start watching really good horror movies until later in life. I had this extraordinarily religious family, and they kept me away from anything good or fun. And I made up for a lot of time. Very
Jesus
quickly.
is fun.
Oh yeah, well,
He had long hair. Never wore shoes. Bum rides off people all the time. That's a fun guy.
he liked thorns and nails too, and apparently that's why I liked Hellraiser so much. But yeah, Clive Barker, Cabal was really good. I actually have Nightbreed on my Netflix list. I
Yeah.
have to watch that.
It's not really a great movie. It's
Right.
it's kind of like one of those. It's definitely worth a watch. Kind of weird.
Right.
I think Cronenberg directed that though, didn't he? It's been going on the Cronenberg
I heard
thing.
he had like a part in it. He plays the shrink,
Yeah,
the psychiatrist.
Yeah, he's in it somewhere. It's been a while since I've seen that damn movie.
It's been a while for me too.
What's the David
I saw it in
Cronenberg
theater.
movie with the? It's in the hotel, and there's these like slugs, and it makes everybody very hypersexual. It's almost like an invasion of the body snatchers, but with like
No, that really
Very,
hap-
very
that really
sex.
happened last week when you were over.
it's like called Slither or something like.
Slither's a great movie, but that's by the guy that redid the
Right.
Dawn of the Dead, not Cronenberg.
Right.
Uh,
Slither was a good movie. It's something like that. It's like Squirm or something to do with like, but they're these slug things, and there's
Can anyone help these guys out? Because I don't know.
or Rabid. Rabid is a great Cronenberg movie.
I never saw Rabbit. Of course, there's The Fly.
The Fly was great.
Fly is good. Did you know that he was originally, we were talking about Verhoeven
Yeah, it's
earlier.
Slither. Right.
He was supposed to direct Total Recall, and had already gotten into casting and stuff. And that's where Michael Ironsides, who was in Cronenberg's earlier Scanners, gets into it, and he gets called off like 8-9 months into production. He'd done all the sets, was working on all the gore,
Yeah.
because he wanted to go and do The Fly, and so he totally broke his contract with whoever did Total
Wow.
Recall, and Verhoeven slipped in and turned it into Total Recall, and Michael Ironsides went on to be a Verhoeven thing.
Wow.
And there's a lot of like weird things because like also Peter Weller was in the old Cronenberg movies,
Right.
And then became in RoboCop. There's a lot of weird
Weird. That is
intercasting and
interesting.
6 degrees of.
You mentioned Total Recall. I ran into the woman that was basically his costume. He
That
pulled off
had
the
to
head.
get ready for a
I ran into that
surprise.
woman, and I'm just like, okay, you look really familiar. And she told me who she was. I'm just like, so you weren't even technically really a character. You were
Just an exploding.
You were Arnold Schwarzenegger's costume. is what your part was.
Divine.
You were
look
something
up-
he wore as an
look up
outfit.
David Cronenberg's movies and see if you can't find like the worm one. I have to know now what the title is.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. After we figured out what she was, we made her go through the whole thing, which I'm sure she didn't really enjoy that, but But we did, so that's all that really matters.
That was great.
Yeah.
Like when the first time you saw
Total
that, there was like so many like effects that were kind of like a head trip, like when the head opens
Yeah.
up and
I've run into just a lot of like
a
weird
lot of
celebrities.
really cool stuff in that movie.
Verhoeven is never disappointed on the sci-fi. You know, he's got three. Well, I guess Hollow Man's kind of a disappointment. It's a real big disappointment.
What was the guy who played Clarence Bonniger on RoboCop, but he was also on the '70s shows, the dad?
Kurtwood
Yeah.
Smith,
Yeah.
also
Okay.
the head of the Federation
The
in all
guy-
the old Star Trek movies.
The guy, okay, I can never remember the name of the guy, but I was bowling one day, and so this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Excuse me, but what foot are you starting off with?"
Not the Brood. Videodrome. Videodrome was good. Shivers. I knew it was like something like
Hey, I'm in the middle of
Slither.
a story here.
Sorry.
Why are you doing this?
Only because I finally got the information that I really, really wanted to share.
Oh, good. Are you done now?
I will hold on to it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Next time you tell a story, I'll make sure to jump all over your
I
shit too.
apologize.
Try not to fall over anymore,
I
jackass.
apologize.
So anyway, so I'm bowling. This guy comes over and asks me like what foot I'm starting off with because I suck at bowling. And so I tell him, and he gives me some pointers, and I keep staring at him for the rest of the night because he looks ridiculously familiar. And so I'm finally getting ready to leave, and they're like, "Oh, hey, thanks for the advice and everything." And I'm like, aren't you, you look really familiar, aren't you? And he throws his arms out and he says, what was the name?
Oh, Clarence Boddicker?
Yeah, what was the actor's name?
Kurtwood Smith.
He's like, I'm Kurt, and I just kind of stare back at him like, I don't really read like, the credits too often. Were you Clarence Bonniger? And he just gets this really sad look on his face.
Dick Jones!
And he's like,
I work for Dick Jones!
but I felt like I hurt his feelings because I'm sure he'd done like other better stuff than that. And he's
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, that's me.
Kind of hard to do better stuff than RoboCop. He's been in a lot of stuff.
That was an Orion picture.
And he's like, no. That was great. Or when he goes to blow up the guy with, takes the
but then
grenade
he went-
and out with his tongue.
But then he goes and plays, the dad on that 70s. I mean, actually, I guess it's a similar character if you
he's-
really watch the show.
He's the dad in Dead Poet Society. He's the
right.
funny-looking
Forgot about
half tiger-looking white-haired guy. Again, he's the leader of the Federation in like 4 Star Trek movies. he's one of those guys in everything. Kind of similar. I was on the set for Benny and June, and Dan Hedaya is in it. And if you don't know who he is, what I recognize him for was he was Rhea Perlman's husband on Cheers. He was the
Right,
the crappy
Yeah.
husband from
Yeah.
Cheers, and that's what I recognized him from. And I was like, you're her husband on Cheers, and it just completely crushed him. And then I see him in everything afterwards. Like he's like the bad guy in Commando. He's the star of Blood Simple, the first Coen Brothers movie. He's an amazing actor, and that's all I remember him as Eddie from
funny.
Hey, wait,
Cheers.
didn't you poison like an entire cast
I did.
of people?
I did poison an entire cast of people.
Because you're like, I think this is why they don't let you on movie sets anymore.
I break
Because
movie chairs. I'm here for 2 minutes and I
you-
destroy the
you,
set.
You break things, and then you insult talent, and then there was a poisoning. Could you tell us about the poisoning?
Good night, Milf Poon. You're gonna miss my poisoning story.
Oh, yeah.
But good night.
No, you should at least stay for the poisoning story, because it's not often that you actually get to see someone on a live webcast that has poisoned 60 celebrities
It was
in
awesome.
a single sitting.
Let's stay for the poison. All right,
Stay for the
I'll
poisoning.
make it quick.
Okay, do the poisoning.
So
thing.
I was working on the set for the pilot of The Practice about 10-15 years ago now. It was a long time ago now. And I was working as a location production assistant, which was a fancy word for me running the craft service table. And I was working this with Manuel Noriega's daughter, naturally. How she got the position, I'm not exactly sure, and I'm just giving this for all you guys out there. But I'm guessing it's because the producer liked to do a lot of cocaine, and he was banging Manuel Noriega's daughter. I think that's the parlance we use these days. But anyway, they would go down to Colombia all the time.
Right.
No longer Panama, but they'd go down to Colombia and they'd come back and they'd have a lot of nose candy and that anyway. So I was working the craft service table with the daughter of a famed dictator and another kind of Bush war. But anyway, and one day we were making fruit smoothies for the cast, and Conchita, that's her name, obviously, starts pulling out these little vials of powder and starts putting them into the smoothies that we're doing. And she told me it was like some sort of an energy drink. This give him a little kick me up. And so she loads up, I don't know, 30, 40 of these smoothies, and I go around, being, the waiter, I'm so excited, I'm on a movie set or a TV show, and delivering it to, first the actors, then the producers. You have to hit the A list before you hit the B list, before you hit the C list. But so I've given it to all the on-camera personalities at first, and I'm a big fat guy, so I've drank like 3 of these, and I go, smoothies, energy drinks, and as I'm starting to get around to like the props department and stuff, the alarms start going off around the set that we're working on, and you start hearing all the ADs panicking all over the things, and everyone starts to break out in red blotches, which makes hell for makeup and camera.
Yeah.
They start breaking out and they're feeling sick and they're going crazy, and then all of a sudden I'm starting to feel sick, and immediately they jump on the smoothies, which of course it was my tainted smoothies. And apparently the powder that Conchita had been pouring in was like, really high potent niacin, which, I have no idea what niacin is, but apparently it makes all the blood come to the surface of the skin, and it's like a cleanser. It does, it does like cleansing, but the way it does is it makes you burn off a whole bunch of toxins immediately, and it brings all the blood vessels to the skin, and ended up poisoning the entire crew that was acting in front of the. We had to shut down production for about 4 hours. I realized that I would never work in Hollywood again, and that's why I'm here talking to you folks from a bunker. But it was good. It was good times, and I actually didn't really kill my career. I could have gone on and
To poison other people
worked
in
on-
other films.
Apparently,
Game over.
Milf Poon herself has also negadosed on niacin.
Oh, good. Good. So wasn't that story worth waiting for? Wasn't that a good story?
Thank you for
So, wait,
saying.
who was, like, I kind of recall the practice, I didn't watch the show, who was on there?
We
What
had
famous
A
people
bunch
have
of
you poisoned?
puffy-faced red people.
Right.
Yeah. It was before it was the pilot, and like many shows, especially when you poison the cast halfway through it. The people that ended up on the series weren't necessarily in the pilot,
Right.
and everyone was there except for Dylan McDermott, who
Oh yeah, he was the main guy.
ends up being the main guy. The main guy when I was on it was, I believe his name is Bradley Knowles, and he was a really cool guy, and I poisoned him, and then I never saw him again, and he didn't end up. I see the practice, and he's not on it, and I'm just like, oh God, horrible. He later ended up on The West Wing, and I was like, oh, good for you, and he was on the brief Adam Sorkinson Studio 30 with Chandler. He was the other guy there, but I poisoned him.
Milf Poon spent 3 hours in the bathtub shaking and wishing for death.
It was horrible. It was horrible. But
Shit. My God, I cursed again.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I know, something